Howdy guys, it's the Dallerfin'd crustacean back at it with another video, another Evil Within 2 video, and today we're here with save number 2. I thought that the rest of these videos would be much shorter than episode 1 because episode 1 was a lot of running around, but this save is almost exactly the same length as the first, just a minute shorter. So, sorry, this is gonna be another long one. At least I can promise that no other videos will surpass this length. I'm like 80% sure that the rest of the saves are only like a max of 40 minutes long. Okay, so there actually is one issue with this save. This save gave me the most trouble out of any save. It bothered me so much. So actually, this save is 2 different runs in one, and I'll explain why later. And what I mean by runs, I mean like attempts from the save that we saved at last episode and the save that we're going to save at the end of this one. It's 2 attempts. And I'll tell you why later. Because it is an issue with the game. It is not me. It would have been one continuous save, just like this whole series is gonna be. But the game screwed me, and apparently it screws basically everybody. It has something to do with classic mode. It's a glitch, and I'll explain it when we get there. But this first room is pretty scary, but it's actually ridiculously easy. It's kind of, if y'all remember from Evil Within 1, when trying to get to sorry, my brain completely hit a blank, but whenever you're trying to cross the little gap. Oh my gosh. I'll just put a freaking clip of it because my brain is not working right now. I'm sorry, guys. This is sped up. Every attempt that you have from the first save to this save, I mean, if you want to fight them, you'll be saving time, but you'll also be risking like more attempts, because every time you have to do this, you have to sit here for 3 minutes. This is 3 minutes of me waiting on the ladder each time I had to do this. And I said in the previous video that this save took me a day, like a full day. Like I tried, took a break at lunch, and then I tried again, and I finally got it like before I went to bed. It was ridiculous. And the most annoying part is it would have taken me only a couple hours, but the game fucked up, and then it took me like double the time to get back to where I was. Y'all know how it is. Y'all have like a successful run, and then for some reason you can't do it again because you get hit with the most unlucky stuff. But whatever. We got it in the end. It's over. Yeah, see, they'll even climb through you. So don't worry, guys. There's nothing they can do. And they'll walk away, too. So it's not like after that door opens, they'll still be there. No, they're gonna walk away. They get bored of waiting for you. It's so funny that there's a section like this in both games. Okay. It's done. We're gonna slow back time again. And that's it. I think maybe one chases you. That's why the music is still going and he's looking around, but it doesn't matter. Once you get in here, they can't do anything. The next section after this with the gas mask is also pretty stressful. This run I didn't do it. This half of my run that you're seeing, I'll tell you where the cut is for the second one. But this half of it, I don't exactly like handle the boss or the gas girl that we're gonna encounter as well as I do later on, because I had to do it so many times. I hit like such a good rhythm. Part of me wishes that I had had that recording in, but I'll tell you the reason why I didn't just have like the second half recording if it truly did like screw up.
I'd never make it through
And
without this
I'll
thing.
tell you why when we get there.
Flammable. Damn.
Oh my god, did y'all
I
see
can't
that?
rely on my firearms.
So this part's just a lot of like sneaking around and stuff. You can usually run past this girl after she hits a certain point. Maybe we're just gonna walk past her entirely. And then I usually run right here after she passes me. Yeah. She never gets me. She didn't even see me that time. A lot of the time she would see me, but it still wasn't an issue. This part is like really stressful. You can actually kill her if you want to. You have to sneak up behind her twice. But it is faster to go ahead and get rid of her. I mean, just sneak past her. Of course, on this run, it would have been faster if I killed her, but I really didn't want to even risk it. I can't. Oh, she saw me, so that scream means that she saw me. So now we're just gonna quickly run over here, do the little thing. Hope we can do it fast enough. Just 1, 2, 4, and then I'm gonna hide. But I wish I could remember how, like, the exact points that I threw it on my final attempt. I really wish that I could. She didn't even come over here. She's slowly making her way over here. But she is so scary. Evil Within 1 had how many enemies? It had like the Haunted, then it had the two-headed guys, the Akumu guys. I mean, not the Akumu guys. The Ruvik clones, and it had the Keepers and the big guys with the like wood sticks on their back. But most of those you didn't even see most of the time. You mostly just got Haunted and maybe a Ruvik clone here and then. I like how much she saw me again. It's okay. She's not gonna catch us. Wait. Oh my god, go in the door.
Thank God.
I hate the sound of her running to you. Stresses me out. But I like the variety of guys that you see on a regular basis in this game. Like, you see a lot of the regular guys. You see these smoky ones, and you see the witch ones. The witch ones might be the coolest addition. They're basically just like running enemies, but it's just the way that they slowly walk to you until they decide to full on sprint and they take a lot of damage is just so cool. I think my head is breaking because I had already been doing this for a couple of hours. Just imagine how I was at the end of it. You know, I think I actually got more like better, like I said, because it was just like I was just following a rhythm at the point. It's literally never taken me that long to do anything in a game, like complete any difficulty, get past any save. Like literally never, but for some reason I had so much difficulty. And even when I played it last time on my PS4 and I said I would never play classic mode again even though here I am, uh
Here
I
it
don't
is.
even I didn't even have that
My way
much
back into
difficulty
Union.
then, but I did this time. It's just like sometimes you're just screwed. And the crazy thing is, I think it's just because I would have had it even faster than I did when I played it on my PS4, but because of the freaking game breaking on me, it just completely ruined my spirits. I was probably in my head for most of it. I was probably like, I feel like when you beat something on the first try or get past something, you're like, okay, then I can just do it again. You like get in your head about it, and you're like, it's easy, so why am I screwing up? And then you get all pissy. At least I do. So now we're gonna be heading to another stressful section. This checkpoint is literally stress after stress after stress. I am telling you, even if your game does not break on you, this is gonna be the hardest checkpoint. You get past this checkpoint, you've beaten classic
This must
mode.
be City Hall.
In my opinion,
Gotta
I
stop
know
this
it's
guy and
like,
save Millie.
hey, you think I can complete classic mode if I just get past save 2? Yes. I think you can beat classic mode if you just get past save 2, because this one save has that ladder section which I you can cheese, but technically has a mini boss with the screaming lady. We're walking into a boss right now, followed by another boss, and then we're gonna have a timed shooting section. Yes, I hate those and save type things because there's one
Yeah, just you wait, asshole.
in Dead Space as well for Zealot difficulty. But we have one in this save as well. And then after that, we have like two mini bosses. No, three mini bosses, along with one difficult room. So that's like 8 things in this one save that you just have to get past. And it is just very, very stressful. And like I said, I'm telling you, if you can get past this one save, you've beaten the entire classic mode difficulty. That is so cool and creepy. I love this enemy so much. Now you can either fight her or you can just do what I do. I would not fight her because you're gonna be doing this save so many times. But coming here, like I said, I do this section a lot better later on. But yep, be careful. She's gonna do that, and she's gonna do it a second time too. Run after the second time because she'll be stuck doing that. Now this is where it gets stressful because you have to get through here, but like you have no stamina because we can't upgrade. We can't upgrade our guns. We can't upgrade ourselves in this difficulty, as if saves weren't enough. I was kind of freaking out. I'm not sure if you need to put Electric bolt. Oh, she just stepped into it. I don't know if you need to put one there, but hell, I'm gonna put one there. Now you're gonna have to collect these because these ones are exploding mines. They're not just trip mines like the others. I should have put another electric bolt down. What was I doing? I'm trying to see her. Oh my gosh, she's coming. What are these enemies called again? Guardians, I think? I love their design.
Thing for now, at least. Let's see if I can find out where that psycho went.
There's two guys down here, but as long as you have these regular arrows, they go down super easy. Try not to waste your ammo here, because I think I talked about it in Evil Within 1 how, oh my gosh, the burning is just so much better than the stomping. It's just so much more satisfying. I'm trying to think of what they could have done to like make it not like repetitive, but like something similar. What if it was like you had to pour like acid on them or something? Nah, that wouldn't have been as satisfying. It would have been kind of annoying to keep up with the acid. Gosh, what else could they have done? Because I don't think that they should have done fire again, because the only reason they did fire was because Ruvik was scared of, like, messed up by fire. What could they do? I don't know. Maybe stomping's all they could do, but it just would have been cool to have something else, because it was so satisfying to kill groups with like one match.
I'm not one of them.
Who are you?
Don't worry. O'Neill sent me.
I thought I was the only one left.
I'm looking for the core. Where is she? Is she here?
Second floor, the stable field emitter.
Emitter? Forget about that. I'm here to find the core.
You must turn on the emitter. It will stabilize the environment. Without it, Union will completely collapse. Then the core won't matter. Turn it on. It will affect his power.
His power? You mean...
Take this. Use it to turn on the emitter.
Another team member down. Wish I could have gotten more info. Don't worry, Lily. I'm still gonna find you.
Okay, now we're heading to another boss fight. Except this one we have no choice but to fight. But this section leading up to the boss fight is so cool and so creepy. I love it. Like, if you see any game on my channel, you know I'm just telling you to buy it. Like, go play it yourself. But, like, please go play the Evil Within series. It's so underrated. Especially Evil Within 1. Does not get the attention it deserves. I was looking for a key here, but we get it on the way out. Because I swore it was over there, but it's not. I think I'm looking for it again. It's okay, guys. I'll give up and I'll just head to the mission area. Because we went into this room, we kind of missed a little creepy thing that happened down the hallway, but I'm not gonna spoil it. So Me looking for all this stuff, this must mean that this was my first save. I made it here. I made it to where we needed to go on my first freaking
What's this
save.
about?
Oh my gosh. That makes it even worse. My first attempt. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's always your first attempt that goes right. But when you try to replicate it. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't have even taken me half a day. This puzzle's super easy.
What's this?
It's so annoying when you're
This
going
camera's
through so
so
many
old.
times.
Must mean something. Oh. Who comes up with this stuff?
He would not stop looking at it. So what you have to do to get the next scene to start is you have to light all these picture frames up and then go look at the art wall at the back to get the next scene
remember
to
this.
happen as fast as possible.
Still a cold case.
I missed one.
Appreciate the art. Fine. As long as it gets me closer to you, I'll play your game.
It didn't happen because I missed lighting up one of the artworks. I passed it again. I'm over here wondering what the heck's going on. See, because it was my first run through, I didn't know the optimal way of doing everything. Now I'm thinking I can run back. Yeah, I can. See, and now the picture frame changes.
That's Lily. This guy's playing with me.
Like, this lead up is so creepy. Like, even me having to replay this section for a day long, I was still able to, like, appreciate this small build up to the boss. Even though running back and forth kind of got annoying, I got into a rhythm where I was only here for maybe a minute. Running back and forth. Plus my anxiety for the boss going bad and having to redo the first part again was kind of filling my nerves more than, oh, I have to do this part again. No, I was more focused on, I need to beat this boss. I need to beat this boss. Because sometimes this boss went really well and other times it killed the crap out of me. I actually don't know if this boss killed me this time. I mean, I don't know if this boss, I don't know if this goes as well as I want it to. Because there's actually a little trick to this boss. You can't actually kill the boss. Which is pretty weird.
But what's he after?
Can't even kill it. Because I've come back on infinite ammo after unlocking infinite ammo from playing this mode. I went back to this boss just to see if you could kill it. You can't kill it. I mean, I would have been fine if it had like a ridiculous amount of health. But no, it's invincible. But this is so creepy. And we're not even to the creepiest part yet. Ew. I love that so much. It is so creepy. So good. Probably my favorite section in this entire game. If the whole game had kept up this creepy vibe that Stefano brings to the game, oh my gosh, it would have been maybe even better than the first game for me.
This has to be the emitter.
Authorization required. Please connect an authorized terminal.
But sadly, Stefano's not the final boss.
Must mean this communicator.
So the game does not stay
Sequence initiated.
creepy.
You've been searching for me for so long. So I have come. But wait, it's not me you seek, is it? No, it's the girl. I should be offended. But how can I be? You're not the only person who wants her power. There is another, one far more deserving. One who can offer rewards you could never imagine. So sorry, but you've been outbid. Fear radiates from you. It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano, and now you are my art. Son of a bitch! Meet my beautiful Obscura.
Restart sequence.
You gotta be
initiated.
kidding me.
Sequence will complete.
Like, oh my gosh. The design for these monsters are so
That thing is stomping.
good. And I actually think... Okay, so wait, I'll tell you. The trick is you need to run to her immediately and shoot out her camera. So what she does is she takes a picture of the emitter to freeze the time. And then you have to chase her down and screw her. I mean, screw her. Jesus Louise. I want to just mess her up. You have to shoot her in the glass again before time can continue. So you want to keep her from ever shooting the glass, because she will get tired of you like she just did there. But the trick is you have to get right up on her to get her to turn around, and you want to keep staying on her. Even though you do this, there will be times where she just turns around and keeps heading that way. So you're gonna want to craft a lot of electric bolts. But I wanted to say, like, these like monsters that Stefano makes are so like evil within. It's okay if you get hit. You can tank a lot of it because you should have enough herbs to be able to tank through here. But now we only have 30 seconds left and then it'll be done. She's right there, so I don't think there's any running left. My best bet is to just keep shooting her with electric bolts and hopefully she'll turn around. Because like at this point it might be best if I just tank another hit. Yeah, because at least she'll turn around.
20 seconds.
But I think if I remember correctly in names are just like eluding me today. But the girl that the girl that we worked with, Sebastian. Hold on.
Authorization procedure completed.
Great. Saved my own ass. But what am I supposed to do now? If he's gone, he didn't leave Lily here. Where did he take her? Should give Kibben an update about this.
Thank you, Sebastian. It's Kidman. So, and her little DLC that I had never played before, I'm pretty sure there's an enemy pretty similar to this monster that we just fought. But I can't recall. Just the reason I had to put a clip of like me and Joseph from the other game relating the ladder section where their enemies just run into me was because I couldn't remember Joseph's name, and now I couldn't remember Kidman's name, and it was hard for me to even remember Sebastian's name. Oh my goodness, what is going on with me? But yeah, I just think Stefano is such a good like addition to the series, and he should have been the final boss. Which I'll probably talk about later in another video after we actually make it past Stefano, because at this point he's still the main threat. Now I'm just trying to collect everything that I can see because we just wasted a lot of ammo and herbs on that. On the Obscura, as Stefano calls it. But now we are headed to probably the most stressful section, at least for me.
Clean up their mess? It's like some kind of sick joke.
Like, the bosses, at least they have, like, some... Like, I feel like there's something I can do, but, like, the timed shooting section... Oh my gosh, I hate timed shooting sections. Especially when they're involved in sections where you can't even do anything. Where you have to repeat hours of work just because... I mean, at this point, we're 32 minutes in. Of course, that's from watching cutscenes and such, and I was skipping cutscenes after a while. But, like, being reset 30, 40 minutes just because you missed one bullet in the 10 seconds that you're given, oh man, it can be so irritating.
Damn it. Son of a bitch still has Lily. And now I'm back to square one again.
We've re-established contact with the marker agent, Kidman.
About time. Patch him through. Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman.
Finally. Are you all right?
That psycho is still on the loose in here. I turned on the emitter, and that seemed to slow him down. But he got away. And he's got Lily. She must be so scared and alone. I've got to find her before he does something terrible to her. I'm so close. I can feel it.
We want to find her just as much as you do, Sebastian.
Yeah, sure you do. Don't want your precious experiment to fail. It would be a real tragedy to waste all that time and money.
I was speaking for myself, not Mobius. I spent a lot of time with Lily during testing. She's a good kid. I don't want her to suffer. I know things are bad, but I have faith in you. You've got to stay focused so we can save her. Together.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Thanks for the pep talk, Kidman.
Don't worry about it. But right now you need to figure out where he took her.
He said his name was Stefano.
Stefano. Copy that. I'll see what I can find out and send it to your room.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll check in with O'Neill. See if he can help me locate this psycho.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if I can be of any help. And... Sebastian?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Gotta figure out where he took her. Think I might have just figured it out. Not doing a very good job of hiding. It's almost as if he's taunting me. Well, if it's a fight he wants, he's gonna get it. I just have to find my way there. O'Neill, it's me.
I see the stable field emitter is back online. Please tell me you found the core and you're on your way back here.
Sorry. That lunatic still has her, but I think I have an idea of where he went.
Yeah, I see it too. I'm picking up the signal again, but now it's coming from the theater in the other part of town.
Right. Through the marrow again, I guess. May need a little guidance here.
I'm on it. Looks like turning the emitter back on stabilized some passages there. Exit D5 looks to be the one closest to the theater. I'm not totally sure what you'll encounter down there, so watch your back.
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
So the rest of this save is the hard part. But after the shooting section that we're about to encounter, we have the part 2 of my attempt, and like I said, I'll discuss what happened exactly here in a little bit when we get there. So you're gonna see like my optimized routes for everything. I mean, not too optimized, because when I got to the parts that I had for part 2, it wasn't exactly my millionth time there. I would often die before I even got to this section. I was constantly dying by stupid things. But I was always able to take in like a nice breath of air after getting through this shooting section, because I felt like once I got through this like little quick time event, that I was pretty much home free to my next save. But I was wrong, because the game decided to screw me instead.
Lily? Oh, this place is messing with my mind.
Okay, thank goodness I got this here. I was afraid that maybe I had only gotten that on my later runs. There's a couple of guys up here, but you can just run past them. Or I guess you can waste your axe, but I don't know why you would do that. But you should just be able to run past them, even if they see you. Like, they didn't see me that time, but there had been times where they'd seen me, but it's not like they ever catch up to me. So, here we go. into the bull crap part of this section. Yeah, like, really, what is this? It looks like milk, but it's like the consistency of glue.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl.
So, first, we're gonna actually have to sneak past the thing we're gonna have to shoot. Like, ew, what would you call this stuff? Like, I know what I want to call it, but that's just gross. I don't even want to say it.
Good God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
Maybe. So you're actually gonna see me take my time here because I've been screwed here in the past. I've actually seen speedrunners just completely run through here, but I'm not crazy. I'm not doing all that. I could have gone there. I'm actually gonna look up what the white stuff is supposed to be after this. The wiki has to say exactly what it is, right? Like, there's no way there's not something that says. Because if it just says white substance, white liquid, I'm gonna be disappointed. It doesn't really matter if it sees you going out the door. So at this point you can just run, but I wasn't gonna risk it. Because it'll just sprout up like little hands to try and grab you, but you can just run past the hands.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
So here we go. It's gonna grab us after we touch the door over here. Then we're gonna have to have this. The trick to this section: do not move the analog stick. Like, barely move it. Don't freak out about where it's gonna be. Just like barely move your analog stick. See how calmly I moved it? I mean, at the end when it moved, I kind of moved it a little too fast, but the trick is to like barely move it. Because it doesn't move around too much. So just like Sebastian took a sigh of relief there for getting away, I was always like, whew, okay, we're in the home run section of this save. We're almost done. Little did I know the game would poop on my dreams.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
So, this is actually around where the video's gonna end. Not the video, but I mean where the cut is. But like, I don't understand. So like everybody that can become like monsters or manipulate things in STEM is a psychopath? Like that's what they said, right? Like the only reason Ruvik could do it was because he was a psychopath. That makes sense. The only reason Stefano can do it is because he's a psychopath. That makes sense. But that would mean that there's two other psychopaths in this game, and one of them, there's no way the last one is a psychopath, and I don't want to spoil who it is, but like there has to be more to it than you're a psychopath to be able to affect STEM. What do y'all think about these little loading sections coming in and out of the marrow? I think it's okay. It's pretty cool. A pretty cool way of like hiding save points. Why am I I shouldn't have done that. I could have just gone to the workbench and crafted them there. Would have been cheaper. Okay, so right there was the cut. As he's shutting the door, that was the cut. This is part 2 of my attempt. So now let me tell you what happened exactly. So I record all of my gameplay through the PlayStation. The PlayStation can only record up to 60 minutes. I had reached my 60 minutes, so I turned it off, and then I immediately started a new recording, and it was supposed to be a recording of the same run. But then what happens is in this chapter, there's a glitch that causes the game to crash, which got rid of my whole save, meaning I had to start back at before we even started this video. I mean, I had to start at the beginning of this video essentially again, and it got rid of my recording. So, I mean, at least we got this beginning portion. But then again, I could have just like recorded, you know, from my next attempt and on. But because it took me so long to like keep doing this over and over again, and it was taking me so many attempts, I just kept filling up more and more videos. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna start recording once I get to this section here. And even when I ended up getting to this section here, I didn't start recording because I was so afraid of it glitching again and killing me, and then the recording would have been gone again. So what I did was, you can actually try and get a recording. Like if you already have the PlayStation recording, you can tell it to save the last 30 minutes even if you hadn't started a recording. I think it's only up to 30 minutes. I don't think you can record up to 60 minutes, but I don't think you can take a save of something that you haven't made yet. I think you can only go up to 30 minutes of past, and thankfully it was like 30 minutes is exactly what I needed. This girl is scary, but as you're seeing here, I'm not even a little bit scared of her, because I've done this so many times. I've come to this point so many times. It doesn't even faze me. And there's actually another one of them behind this corner. You can just run past her and grab a pouch. Okay, she doesn't usually hit me there. That was actually kind of scary. But it's okay. She shouldn't kill you. But yeah, so I only saved a recording for the time that I actually passed it for 30 minutes. Because I wasn't recording while I was doing it, I only saved it after I passed it. After I got to the save. I was like, okay, save the last 30 minutes. Because if I had kept recording what I was doing, I would have just kept having to start more and more recordings, and it would have just been annoying. So that's why this is 2 parts. And I will tell you exactly where the game broke for me.
I'm gonna stab the shit out of you.
Because it was so painful. Because it was literally right at the end of what we had to do. Literally right at the end. It was so painful. So now we're going to have to face another Obscura, but we're just going to mostly run past her. We're going to use 1 electric bolt and that's it. I'm not sure if she actually chases you before you get your hands on the keys, but I've never had her try and come after me before I've gotten the keys. Right. Now you're going to want to walk towards this door and she'll start coming through that section, but as soon as you hear her start coming, run out the other door. There's actually times where I felt like I didn't need to use an electric bolt, but I would recommend always using one. Like, there's no reason not to. It's much better using 1 electric bolt than having to redo an hour of work. And she was right on me there.
Made it. Hopefully I'm done with those things for a while. Well, there it is.
And apparently, like, when I said that, like, it broke on me, apparently it's like a common thing for it to break around this section, and not even just at the section that it broke for me, but like even other sections after.
You're right about destroying
So
these
like
things.
I would have been so upset if it broke again, but just at a different part. Thankfully it didn't. And when it broke for me, I remembered that, like, it did the same thing to me on my PlayStation 4.
Destroying that freak's work.
Like, it literally sent me into a flashback when it happened.
One more.
It was like deja vu. Because it literally broke at the same exact spot. And I'm so happy that it only did it once, because I probably would have given up if it had broken on me again. No, I'm too stubborn for that. Be careful here, because there's a guardian that's gonna chase us. And she had killed me one time in the past. Oh my gosh, that stupid freaking tentacle coming from this guy.
Damn, he's gonna get
We don't, the issue here is the stamina. Like, she's not that bad, but the stamina is really crazy. But she has killed me here. And there's gonna be another guardian, because there's two in this section. There's gonna be another guardian when we get out of here. But we're getting real. The game broke for me inside this other painting, and I'll say exactly where, because I think where it breaks for me, it must be the most common section if it's happened to me twice.
Let's finish this.
But it completely broke me. When the game broke, I broke. And I didn't even try. Like I said, it took me a day. Like, I got it in the night. But, like, this was the night. When I was doing it, it was the night. And I gave up. But, like, my first try in the morning, the next morning, I ended up finally getting it. Sometimes you just need to take a break.
Less malleable than clay, softer than marble. It really is the perfect medium.
This section's pretty intimidating, but you can run past all of it.
Sculpture doesn't need a tongue.
You should just need one electric bolt. Hell, I've seen people do this without even an electric bolt, but I'm not crazy, like I said. You can just run from the section I started running. So, 3, 2, 1, game broke. That's where the game breaks for me. And that's like the very last thing that you have to do. I was so terrified that the game was gonna break again before my next save. Like, I even end up cutting out a cut. Like, I ended up skipping a cutscene when we get to the theater because I just wanted to get to the save as fast as possible. So, when we get to the cutscene, I actually ended up using some other guys that I found on YouTube, but for some reason there's not a lot of people that post Evil Within 2 cutscenes. Usually when you look up a game and cutscenes, you get a lot of replies, but I didn't really get any results. But I ended up finding this one guy's, and I'll put his credit on the cutscene when we get there. But the way he does his videos is so cool. Like, y'all should go check out his channel. he does his gameplays in like this like cool movie format where I don't think he actually shows like gameplay, but he just shows like these really cool like clips that he puts together. It's really cool. Like y'all should really check him out. And like I said, his username is gonna be in the video that I used for him. So thank you to him. Shout out to him because I skipped the cutscene. Was too afraid that the game was gonna break. And you see here, like I am so scared to run out here because this is literally the last obstacle. It's just getting to the theater, and then we've gotten to our save. I was just waiting for her to just go away, and she was not. And I don't even think she does go away. I'm crafting another electric bolt so that I can use another. But she does not go away. So I just give up. I was gonna run out there, but I got clipped on the door or something. So when she turned around, I just like, nope. I'm ready to just walk back inside if she starts heading towards me because she can't come in through the door. I actually thought that that applied for every enemy. We're gonna come back here later in the game, and I thought that going into those buildings was like... I realized that I didn't need to do that. She wasn't even looking at me. But I thought that those houses were like safe rooms, but later on we have to come in here and there's a lot of enemies, and they will chase you inside. It really caught me off guard. So this section is pretty stressful too. You're gonna need to get into the bush without anybody seeing you. But then we're gonna have to run past like 5 or 6 people before we make our way to the theater. Yeah, there's a lot of guys right here, but we can't do anything. No choice but to run. I don't even think I use an electric bolt. See, there's actually a trick when you heal. You see my stamina still going up even though I was running. So because I had life that I could heal, I was actually able to give myself like infinite running for a short amount of time. It's a pretty cool technique that you can use if you need to heal, but you also need to run past enemies. Like if you know there's enemies that you need to run past. Apparently the game can crash right there when you enter the theater.
Here somewhere.
So I was really nervous.
You dare to destroy my work? You expect me to bend to your will? Just like them, thinking they could sculpt me into what I am not. What they created in here, it's marvelous. They wasted it because they had no imagination. Because they are not artists. They want to control me, manipulate me. You want to stop me, but you have failed. Because with the power of the core, I can create my art forever.
So now we're about to walk into the cutscene that I skipped. Shout out to Liquid Snake Z28.
What the hell is he doing to these people?
This chase has been entertaining. But even the greatest entertainments must come to an end.
The girl! Where is she?
I commend you for making it this far. If perseverance were an art form, you would be a master. Perhaps not Michelangelo, but a Van Gogh at the very
Enough
least.
art school bullshit! Where is she?
The core is safe with me. I took her on his orders. But once I realized the extent of her powers, how could I possibly hand her over? What I'm doing is more important than mere personal gain. He could never understand this.
He? Who is he?
It doesn't matter. He won't be around much longer. My work, however, will continue. Picasso had his blue period. I have entered my crimson period.
Shit! No! Don't!
Behold, my latest creation.
No!
Of flesh and blood.
You sick bastard!
How will I ever top this? I'll find a way. Her fear is always inspiring. Nothing like the corruption of innocence to spark the fire of creation. You cannot have her. You would do nothing with her power. You are an incomprehensible candidate at all. She's useless in your hands.
I'm coming for you, asshole.
So now we're just gonna run past this camera's eyeball. It's actually not that bad. You can actually stand in the way of his like blue light longer than you think. But yeah, it is like a one-shot kill if you stand in there for too long. But it's not as scary as it seems. And you can actually run through it faster than even I run through it. But I was not taking any risks because this is actually like... This is the only thing in the way of our save. Like, we're coming up on the final boss for Stefano, but that's gonna be right after our save, so it's not gonna be in this video. He should have definitely been the final boss of the game. But this section, if y'all ever played like Shattered Dimensions, the Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, this reminds me of the Mysterio boss fight at the very end, this section. Every time I see this part, that's what all the vibes that I get. See, I stepped in his light there for a second, and it didn't kill me. So it's okay if you accidentally step in it for a split second. Probably even longer. It's not gonna kill you immediately. I could have just run under the platform already right there. It would have been much faster and easier than running from here to there. Like, if the game had crashed on me right here, I might have, like, full-on cried, not gonna lie. But I didn't. And that's the end of it. And it's only to do with classic mode too, because I've never had the issue on any other mode. It's like the game is trying to auto-save there, but because classic mode doesn't allow auto-saves, the game is like, and then it just like kills itself. Doesn't know what it's supposed to do. But they really should fix it. Like, I know this game is old and it'll probably never get fixed, but like that is such a heartbreaking glitch. Like, I wanted to do that room that you see back there, is actually like a room that just appeared, and you can like play like a mini game for a lot of like herbs and bullets. And the original form of the game, you would get like gel and such, but because we can't upgrade, we get a lot of herbs, so it's very useful. And I was gonna do that here, but because I was so scared that it was gonna like break again and I just wanted to get the thing saved, I didn't do that. So like before, we're just crafting what I think that I need. For the Stefano boss fight, you're just going to need a lot of shotgun shells and exploding bolts. Because there's actually a way to quickly get through both phases. Not quickly, but quicker than just playing it regular. So here we are to the save. What am I doing? Oh, I'm crafting a couple more exploding bolts. Like I said, you're gonna need some. You're gonna need them. It's better to craft at the workbench. It's cheaper, like I said. Now we're gonna save. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. Bye. We only have 5 saves left. So, thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Bye.